Watch yourself.
OSHA violation.
Never ever forget the simple things first. Turn it off, give it a minute, turn it back on, should be good. Is it wise to reuse a gasket? No. Are we going to reuse a gasket? Yes.
Hi, I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter. Our family has been blessed to farm in Montana
For over 100 years now.
And it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have
and blessings from our Savior,
Jesus Christ.
Morning. Here's week 2 of seeding. Well, start of the second week, but we only seeded for 3 days so far. So is that technically week 2? I guess it is. Check it out.
Well, good Monday morning, everyone. We're changing my name to Tim Turbo. So, should I put like black electrical tape under my eyes when I fix this? Like, anyway, we noticed this. So we pulled this off, had a little oil in there. So, we finally got a new turbo in. It took a little while, longer than anticipated. That's the project for now. This has to stay with it. I'm learning as we go thing, so we got to make sure that that's in the proper place when we take it off, or else you have to recalibrate the actuator, something like that. So should be an interesting process. That's a cool turbo. Cooled turbo. There's coolant running through here. That's what that is. So now we get to drain the radiator in order to take a turbo off. Well, there you have it. She lost her whistle for now. Here's our new one. We have some lines. Warren took it over to the welding bench because there's clearly more room over there. Some oil lines, coolant lines, and the actuator. We got to take off of that one, put on this one. Okay, so we're getting all of our stuff switched over. We've got the oil line off. So oil line here, sensor here, coolant line, this guy here, but he has to go on last because he typed it. The actuator can go on after we get all of that stuff on. The actuator's here. Gasket we saved for it. Here's what the bottom side of your actuator looks like, which drives that gear, which is that called your wastegate, right? Possibly. I'm not a mechanic.
So then we'll have to maybe I already loosened this clamp to rotate the blower side and a little bit, but we might have to fine-tune that later when we get it on the truck to get everything lined up. Is it wise to reuse a gasket? No. Are we going to reuse a gasket? Yes.
Folks in there now.
There's one. Okay, I decided to just play around with my phone and answer a bunch of texts, and Warren did the rest. So there it is, folks. All the lines are hooked up. Well, wait, we got the one back there yet to go. And these lines are on. Warren just got done doing the electrical. There's still this little oil line here, and that's going to be a fun one to get a wrench in. It's not bad, but just to get a wrench in, it's not the greatest.
We took that off after the turbo was hanging.
That's true. I was sitting on the tire holding the turbo when Warren took that off. So there's that. Alright, first look. Just shut the truck off. I don't see anything leaking anywhere. Do you? No. Good deal. The coolant did drop, but we knew we couldn't get it all in there sitting there, but that's alright. And it's good to go.
Alright, repairs are all made. Put the hoses on the drill, whatnot, but time to fill the drill up now.
Oh, look at that. Getting her all figured out on how to park the drill on the end of the field for filling. All right, let's go fire up the tractor, get the hydraulics rolling, get the truck parked in there, and we'll put some chickpeas in. All right, let the oil warm up just a minute. I'll keep her fans on.
So I'm running the 100 footer. We're seeding some chickpeas right now, and yeah, this, I mean, new and updated. It's so similar to the 700. It is nice. So super nice to be able to control that stuff, whatever you want to look at. It was a relearn again, annual relearn on the TopCon. Running, I guess, for about an hour and a half maybe now. So had some issues with towers plugging up. For some reason, tower number 5, which is that one right there, in between the camera and that tire, does not like me. Had a lot of issues with it, but I did find and that was all notified to me by the Intelligent Ag. But anyway, that was, I did find the main seed hose coming off of front of the cart had a hole in it, 2 small holes in it, so I duct taped them up. Still had a couple issues right after that, but then it's kind of cleared up and been doing better since. So other than that, rolling right along. I do like the leather seat. That's the creature comforts in there, stellar for sure. Yep. Spoke too soon. Tower 5. All right, Sud Road 10, which is this one. 9, which would be this one. And then 1, which is this one. There's something there. Later. Like some chunk coming out of this. That one's about to split up. And that was number 2. This one's not right either. Huh. Okay. Let's see how farther I go again. Now the monkey climb down, don't fall. Take a lot of skin off the shin. Down under. Up over. Don't be so kind as to stay that way. Number 5. Got my automatic section control back on. When I get to the ends, 6 miles an hour, 9th gear, and well, I just climbed the hill. Still only using about 60%-ish, so yeah, not bad. Advanced technology is a wonderful thing. It really is. Because it's just going to turn me and follow that line that Tony created over there. Well, that's not a bad finish with 10 acres of seed left, 1,600 pounds. I do have more inoculant in there, but I mean, we're in big bags. We didn't have 50-pound bags this year, which is really great, but
Anyway, so it says it has 50 acres left, but that's only 230 pounds. So 1,600 pounds of chickpea seed left. So, but hey, chickpeas, done. Checked off the list. We'll fold up, and I think spring wheat is next on the list for this.
What are you guys doing in my drill?
Huh?
What are you doing in my drill?
This is your drill?
It is.
Oh.
Last time, well,
We thought we could just throw...
it might be the banks for a little while yet, but it's mostly my drill.
Okay. Well, we figured we could help you.
Hey, is
Put these on.
that sunshine? No, that thing. It looks like it's got like the spiky things.
I
Like
was like,
it's
what are you
sunshine.
talking about? we don't understand English. Bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, lost. Over the head. 30-point disc, notch disc. We've had them for John Deere's a long time. Case New Holland, now Bourgault. These are bigger. These are a little bigger than the John Deere's, but they fit nice on here.
This is a Bourgault.
And this, I know, they're a little bigger. So the Bourgault, just like Bourgault is bigger.
Oh, okay.
The 30 pointer in Wisconsin, as they say, the 30-point buck.
Yeah, that's the 30-point.
The 30.
The 30-point disc. Compared to, like, that's a direct replacement for this.
Correct. So we tried one on your other drill.
Yep, we got one on the 100-footer.
Yep. And now Tony said, hey, let's try them on the disc drill. Let's see how we like them. By the way, how do you like your disc drill?
I haven't ran it yet.
Oh.
It looks nice from the road.
Okay. So you'll see.
I helped set the depth, and that was last I was in it.
Okay.
So
we'll see what the crops look like. Watch yourself.
OSHA violation. So we're gonna try these on the 8 runs on the wing. We're kind of down and back pass, side by side, 16 rows. Then that way we're seeding. They'll turn back. Like, what's the nice sweatshirt? What's the like the point of them? Is just a more positive turn because they're hooking the ground a little bit.
Yeah, what they're doing is a couple things. They're making sure that they're cutting better.
Yep.
So if you have residue, hard ground, they're going to penetrate, cut through that trash. Hairpinning's the big word here that we're trying to get rid of.
Yep.
And it is doing that. We've heard it all over the place. A lot of growers who have tried them, gotten them, they're seeing the difference. In fact, I had one guy say he rode on the back of a drill, front rank was round, back rank was these 30-pointers. He said he could see the difference.
Just more clean cut.
Yeah, just as he was riding on it end of season, just to see what it was doing, he could see the difference. Also, loose soil. These will actually keep the disc turning as well.
Sure.
So you're not bulldozing. So that can cause problems too. Yep.
Jesse wants to play catch with you.
All right. I'm going to hide under here.
You're gonna poke a tire with that one.
To be seen later in the episode or next episode or who knows when. There you go. I think this is the easiest way to replace discs, is when it's winged up.
I was looking at crawling underneath, but other than teetering a little bit, this is not bad.
Yep. So we're gonna have to obviously go and like we want 3/4 of an inch to an inch adjustment there. So what do you figure on the valley? When you adjust scrapers in, you must go to the valley since that would be the closest.
I would do an
cut.
average. Your tip's going to be, let's say, ½ an inch on the radius bigger. So just go in between.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that just showed up and got the roller. Mandico is greased, ready. Had it unfolded. Kind of can see it out there where I just whoop. It's good to go. Tractor's fueled up. I'm gonna take it over west here after a little bit, and yeah, it's like we're getting ready to go seeding. All right, well, in preparation for seeding stuff, one of the other things that we'll do is we're not running any fertilizer yet because we're just doing yellow peas and chickpeas right now. But we're gonna be doing some spring wheat and some durum coming up quick, as well as mustard and canola and I don't know what else is on the list. But anyway, so our directional spout that we use to load our trucks, I'll just take that off, and then we will put our fertilizer screen back on and get that hung on there. That gets all the chunks out of there. So we'll put our Riverbend Metal Shop screen, fertilizer screen, back on that in order to get the chunks out that plug up your knives and seed tubes and things like that. So that saves time loading the air seeder and putting the screen on the conveyor of the air seeder when we've just screened it going into the truck. So we'll get that on, and I don't know, a couple other little odds and end projects that we can do to make life easier when we're really going like hardcore and long distances, things like that. So all right, got the screen on, hanging. I think I'm at a good angle for it. You know, obviously with the auger up in the air, create more slope, but you want clearance for your trailer, top rail. If you do dry granular fertilizers at all, highly recommend getting one of these. They just take out the chunks that plug up your seed tubes and knives and all that fun stuff. So saves time because you're screening it going into the truck that's going to the air seeder instead of putting a screen on our conveyor on our air seeder like we do. It runs that much slower going into the seed cart. Yeah, if you can take that time and do it while you're loading the truck, you don't have to use that screen on the air seeder conveyor. It saves, like we were almost running twice as fast, we figured. That's it. It is all stainless and just hooks on chains. I wrapped this around and crossed it over because that way it'll hold it from sliding down. These two chains are separate and that will keep it from rocking side to side. And took a pair of pliers, just pinched those little S-hook dudes a little bit narrower. So that's how I set it up. Like I said, Riverbend Metal Shop, look them up. Great product. I would highly recommend getting one for anything dry granular.
Loading up some fertilizer for wheat, oats, whatever. We're gonna start with oats though.
Starts off with doing a turbo on a truck because it rained over the weekend, and you know, then all of a sudden you find yourself in a tractor in the afternoon. So that's normal, quite normal. So we're gonna get the roller out, ready. Trying to remember how to do that monitor because they're all different. Creeping along and get that unfolded. This field, not the corn stalks from last year, but that field is seeded with the 60-footer disc drill, so it's kind of hard to tell. But so we'll roll it. Don't want to roll this one yet because if it is a little tacky from the hoe drill stirring up a little bit more dirt, you know, we don't want to make a mess out of it. So anyway, we'll get this unfolded and all the stops out of it first. Roll something. Roll that beautiful yellow pea footage. It's like little hidey places for these things, like everywhere. Remembering where they go and putting the pins back in one-handed is not the easiest. Come on, come on. Ah, there we go. One. Where you get your exercise in. That valve can be turned on. We're walking. We're walking. We're walking. Valve on. Cylinder stop. All right, now we turn the wheels, which you can't really see to happen. Those neutral.
those wheels are up. And then you turn your wing wheels back straight. The front you put into float. And we're ready to roll. I think. Not 100% sure on this guy being ready yet. Aha! Tax name, okay, and play. P's 2025, no boundaries, 0 north, sow seeds, why not? Okay. Boy, it is slow. Boy, this thing is rocking. Cool. Alright, well, let's go give it a whirl. Well, it's certainly taken me long enough, but I finally got that working. Sometimes you just need to do that. And things are going good. So, not sure what was going on, just glitch after glitch. Yeah, it would actually reset itself while in auto steer, leaving me no way to turn off the steering and unable to steer the tractor. I couldn't even yank the steering wheel to break the steering mechanism away to shut it off. So I got to the end and it was doing its little glitchy out thing, and I said stop. That's what you do. Cruising now, I'm just letting it go. So so I have no idea. It says that I've only done 12 acres, but I've done more like 60. But every time it would reset the acres, the mapping, all of it. But anyway, so never ever forget the simple things first. Turn it off, give it a minute, turn it back on, should be good. Always check the simple things first. Still rolling. Things are going good, I think. I don't know. Still having some weird issues with the monitor. Every once in a while it just kind of glitches. I don't know, but anyway. It's working. Kind of guess that the wind is going about 9.1 miles an hour that way. Just guessing. Just guessing.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. But don't forget, farm hard, pray harder. See you next video.